That's right. Welcome, Ledger Nation. This is our watch party coverage. The squad here representing to bring you the best of this episode for Falcon and Winter Soldier, the finale episode. We got the whole crew here. We're going to take these first 15 minutes before this episode airs to just kind of give our thoughts, our previews, our final predictions before this big episode. Guys, let's get started. So let's get some last minute predictions before we get live on this show. Anybody want to jump in and start?
I will go first. I'll do it right here. Okay. The broker. Wow. Mr. Power Broker, or shall I say Mrs. Power Broker, I think is Agent Carter, or at least she is working for him slash her. We don't have that reveal yet, but I don't see, and that's the thing with this character. It's either going to be somebody who we've seen already, and it's going to be this big reveal that no, how could they be bad this whole time? Or it's going to be an opportunity to introduce a new character who has not been shown, who has not been talked about, and who is popular enough and to be able to be anticipated for a big reveal for future projects in the MCU. So that's my power broker spaz. What do you guys think?
So as far as the power broker, I think that we've already gotten a hint that it's likely going to be a male character because when Zemo discussed the power broker, I believe it was in episode 2, he said he in reference to the power broker. So when it comes to Sharon Carter's involvement, I think that she is working for the power broker. I mean, I've heard theories, like fan theories, about her kind of working as a double agent. But that's kind of neither here nor there, but we'll kind of see how it kind of plays out throughout this particular episode. So it looks like we lost Sid for a second, but she will be back shortly. Her Wi-Fi is terrible.
Yes,
so that's an ongoing thing you'll see throughout this night, throughout this stream here. So if you're just jumping on, we're live across Facebook right now for the Laracuente Ledger Network Facebook page, as well as Laracuente Ledger Network on YouTube and WE SIBZ. So we're across the board live on all 3 spots right now. Now, we're only going to be live on Facebook for the first 15 minutes or so, now 10 minutes, as just kind of an introduction. If you want to get the full review of our thoughts here, you have to join us over on YouTube, whether it be on the Laracuente Ledger Network or on WE SIBZ, as we are streaming live on both channels to bring you our coverage of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the final episode of this season. Now, I say that it's of this season as we got some kind of spoiler sort of situation where Disney submitted both WandaVision and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier for Emmy Awards. And only WandaVision was listed as a limited series. So, guys, let me get your thoughts on the idea that we could possibly be getting a second season of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I think that the Falcon and the Winter Soldier lends itself nicely to being an ongoing series. When you look at WandaVision, you're dealing with such a cosmic power and cosmic entity in Wanda that, I mean, budget-wise alone, it would be a little difficult to do, especially as her character matures and becomes really powerful, as we'll see in Multiverse of Madness. So I think that with this show, with the down home vibes you get in the scenes in Louisiana, to some of the stuff they're doing in New York, to some of the travel they're doing, I think, again, that it lends itself nicely. So I would expect for a hard-hitting season finale here, and then going into season 2, I definitely think that's something that they could do, and fans would be receptive to.
Yeah, I
agree.
Yeah.
Do you want to go next?
No, go ahead, Sam.
All right. They introduced Sam's sister and other characters kind of on that level where they don't really have much worth at the moment for this season, but I can see them coming back in future seasons and having more of a stake in the show's plot, premise, and etc. Possibly becoming heroes or dying and creating character development. There's a lot of potential for this series, unlike WandaVision, where it kind of started and ended, and now it moves forward in another version of itself.
No doubt.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see how this goes, because the last time Marvel tried to do a main superhero like Captain America, like Sam and Bucky, it failed epically. I mean, there was does anyone remember the show with Black Bolt and Medusa? And
Yeah.
I
yeah,
did.
what was that? What did we call it? What was that called?
Inhumans.
The Inhumans. Yeah, the Inhumans. That was a fail. But it would be, I am hoping that because Disney Plus is a different platform, the budgets are higher, it'll work out. It would be really, really nice to have, you know, a main A-list character, you know, seen on a regular basis. So I'm for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully we can kind of get some concrete information based on the ending of this episode as to whether or not we're getting a second season. It was very clear at the end of WandaVision that that was it, one and done. And we know we got information from Kevin Feige saying that there was not a clear vision for WandaVision to go forward. So hopefully we get a clear picture at the end of this particular episode. All right, so we're about 7 minutes out from the airing of the episode, and you guys will be joining us, riding along with us throughout the entire episode. Definitely leave your comments down below, your thoughts down below in the comment section, and we'll, you know, try to answer your questions, your theories as the episode airs. We want to thank you guys for joining us here. Again, it's a collaborative effort between both the Laracuente Ledger Network and We SIBZ to bring you a watch party feel, a full coverage from start to finish of the finale of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Following the episode, we will have a brief review, recap of sorts. Again, we lost it. Her Wi-Fi connection is absolutely dreadful. This will likely be an ongoing thing throughout the stream. So we'll keep a running tally of how many times her Wi-Fi cuts out. So she's now up to 2. So just a fun little thing. So if you guys want to keep track along with us, she's up to 2 drops in her Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So as we get into the final few moments, any additional thoughts before we check out the episode?
All right. Yeah. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, expect obviously a lot of action. This show has been a kind of a slow burn. It's had its good share of action, but I don't think we've seen anything like what we're about to see for this episode. So I would expect cliffhanger endings. I would expect lots of action. I would expect a death in particular, not of the main 3, so not with like Zemo, Falcon, or Bucky, but I would expect one of the minor characters to actually bite the dust. So be on the lookout for that, and obviously the cliffhangers, and obviously we're going to see some new Captain America suit from Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Thank you for setting me up. Yeah. I do think that there will be a death. I think the Flag Smashers may
Any
die.
speculation on who?
Yes, I think the Flag Smashers. In a previous episode I made, I think last week, I kind of talked about John Walker and his path and plot and blah, blah, blah. We'll talk about that later. But the Flag Smashers, really, I don't see them moving forward in the MCU. They're just kind of here for the sake of a plot device and to talk about the other side of the villains' plans and motivation for what they do. So I wouldn't be surprised if they got eliminated this episode. I don't see John Walker leaving because he's such a complex character, and with all the hate he's gotten and his popularity and infamousy, I think he'll definitely return to either fight Falcon more and be his major villain or nemesis in a possible season 2 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, that video that you were speaking about as to whether or not John Walker is a hero, that is, it's up right now on Laracuente Ledger Network, so make sure you check it out. We will leave links to that video down in the show notes below following the stream, but make sure you head over to Laracuente Ledger Network and check out that video. So we want to thank you guys for joining us here as we have some joining us here. Arvin, hello, Arvin. Thank you for joining us.
I hope you're excited.
Well, we lost Chris
him.
There. Now,
Huh?
now we lost.
Now
we lost the other one. But Sid, you're back.
Yeah.
So just so you know, Sid, we are keeping a running tally of how many times you drop out, and you're
so
up to 2. but now we have to keep track of Chris because he dropped out as well.
Oh, that's weird.
All right,
My
so
Wi-Fi
Sid,
sucks so bad.
giving you some opportunity here to get your final thoughts in before we get into being able to watch the episode itself.
Okay. Final thoughts. Well, gracious, there's so much going on. I loved last week's episode because all of the pieces came together. So we know we're going to get a big fight between, I guess, are we calling him Cap now and not Falcon? Oh, so weird. But we're going to have a big fight between him and the Flag Smashers crashing, what is it, the GRC? So I'm excited for that. I'm really interested to see, who the power broker is, what he wants, what the heck is going on with Sharon, who's she working with and for. There's something else too. Oh, and the Baroness, who's not from G.I. Joe. I'm really, really interested to see what they're going to do with her character.
That's very true. Very
Yeah,
true.
that's all I got. That's me looking forward to all those things.
So here's a question. We talked about the power broker being a big reveal of somebody who has not been in the show, who has not been mentioned yet. Are there any predictions on who that could be, given our knowledge of major villains, mainly from the Captain America series? Because we saw them fix Zemo. I don't think it will be Red Skull, but there are other options and possibilities. I think possibly MODOK might be an option.
I'm back.
He's back.
Welcome back, Chris.
We got gremlins in the internet tonight, guys. Somebody's trying to stop us.
Well, listen, this is what happens when you go live. So, got to bear with us. Technology hasn't figured itself out yet. So, all right. So as we get into the final couple minutes here before we get the episode airing over on Disney Plus, and you guys will be able to join us. And there goes Chris for the second time. And so as you can see, it's going to be an ongoing thing this evening, or this morning, I should say. All right, so just as a quick update here, again, the only place to get our live watch party of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier finale episode is exclusively on YouTube, on the Laracuente Ledger Network, and on WE SIBZ. So those of you that are joining us through Facebook right now, we are going to be cutting that stream. And again, you can check us out over on either Laracuente Ledger Network or on WE SIBZ to get the full review and our watch party. So we want to thank you guys for joining us. If you are joining us on Facebook, head over to YouTube and follow us there as we continue on bringing you our coverage of the finale episode of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So after this quick update, we will be live exclusively on YouTube. So thank you guys for joining us, and we'll catch you on the other side for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Bye. Well, kind of. Bye to the Facebook people.
All right, thank you guys for joining us as we are here live exclusively now on YouTube for the Laracuente Ledger Network, as well as the WE SIBZ channel. So we want to thank you guys for joining us here. We're all back live, but it looks like we're going to lose Sid in just a bit. So there have been some technical issues already, as you can see, with dealing with live technology, but we're about to go and join in and watch the 6th episode, the finale episode of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So we want to thank you guys for joining us. We'll be giving you our thoughts as the episode continues, but so we'll catch you guys. And if you want to join along with us, you can always join us in the comment section below. So we will catch you guys. So as we begin the finale episode, thank you guys for joining in, and stay tuned. Get our thoughts. All right, let's get into it, everybody.
I need my glasses.
While we get into this, I just wanted to let everyone know. I'm sure when you opened up your Disney Plus app.
Chris, we don't hear you.
Oh, I can hear, but you're really quiet, Chris.
Opened up your notifications on your Disney Plus app, you saw that your price is going up. Okay,
What?
from $6.99 to $7.99 on Disney Plus. So they're really getting their money from their subscribers.
Who do they think they are?
I'll worry about my.
Yeah, I mean, I've already gotten the subscription that includes Hulu and ESPN Plus, so I've been paying more for it from the beginning.
Crazy.
So
$6.99.
doesn't really affect me all that much.
All righty, here we go.
All right. Are you guys at the Marvel intro?
Yeah.
Oh, it started for me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it started for me too.
All right, cool.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I tend to jump ahead of that Marvel intro just to get into the meat of the episode.
I do too, but how are we all going to have the same reaction if we're not watching at the same time?
We will see.
All right, well,
Nobody spoil it for
all right,
anybody.
stop it at the very end of the Marvel intro. If you've already passed
wait.
there, then go back.
I have to hit back now.
I'm a minute and 32
All right,
seconds
so-
in.
Okay,
All
I'm
right,
at
so
20.
we'll stop at a minute 32. Everybody at a minute 32 in?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Wait,
Now we're waiting on Zach to get back to a minute and
I'm at
32.
138. All right, go for it.
All right.
Ready?
3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, you know, we could have done this on the Disney Plus app. They have that.
You're
thing
right,
where
we
can go
could've.
watch it.
We absolutely
Well, that's
could have.
what
This was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's what I'm
but
doing.
It's too late now.
Oops.
So we can see Carly's getting ready for her attack on New York.
oh yeah, she's gearing up. Something
It's about to
serious
go
right
down.
now.
They're not wasting any time. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, based off the finale of the episode 5 when they took over the GRC, it almost gave me like Hydra vibes. And when they were walking around and they were like, you know, the whatever their mantra was, like one people, one world, or whatever it was. It was very similar and very like on the sneak tip, the same way it was like, Hail Hydra. Like that whole feel was very much similar to me. So
Okay, how did he call Sam? I mean, did he call Bucky? Was he like, yo, it's about to go down. Meet me at the GRC.
yeah, I mean, you know, this,
Because he has the
they had
suit.
to had the you know, the big guys roll up.
Yeah, and remember, Bucky last told him, next time you get a lead, call me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that.
Sharon.
There's gonna be a big reveal with the new suit.
If she could have done that and came back to the States whenever she wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's continuity errors right now.
Mission Impossible.
Wasn't
Mask.
Sharon on the run?
Yeah, but you know, she above the government now.
Uh-oh. It's about
See,
to
I'm
go
getting
down.
White Walker vibes. They're gonna have to kill these guys fast.
How did they get the lights to turn red?
Those are the emergency lights.
Oh.
Yeah.
High alert.
Yeah.
Because red lights let y'all know that you're gonna die.
In danger.
Ooh.
Yep,
You are in
definitely.
danger.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that
Oh.
is beautiful.
Look at that suit.
That's hot.
First
Yeah,
impressions.
buddy.
That's
That is
it.
impressive.
Thank
Do
you.
I
Jonah.
like it? I don't know.
I'm still absorbing.
Yeah. Is he like Captain Falcon in it?
I thought Cap was on the
America.
moon.
Here we go.
Hmm.
Come on, man. You can't be going down like that. Oh, they're special though.
Just break his leg.
I love the fact that they used a real MMA fighter for this role.
Yeah, they always do the better job, whether it's Ronda Rousey or whatever. Like, they always are better at the fight choreography.
You get the pros in here.
Gosh, I love good fight choreography.
Yeah. So good.
Man, it just, you know. Never mind, I can't say that live. Just really gets my heart going. It's hot in here.
Oh my gosh.
Or is somebody
Sorry.
fighting?
It's Carly.
Just take her head off. Yeah, she's dead. She's gonna die.
Yeah, I think so.
Been there, done that, little girl.
Yep. Basically, this is not where they should be going. They should have stayed in that room.
Didn't he tell them to stay?
He did.
So this GRC thing
This
is
just
it
feels like
after
a
UN?
prisoner transport.
I know that guy is way too big to be working for the government.
Yeah. Like that's exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Who
evil.
let him in
Yep.
charge?
Mm-hmm.
You're
Oh my
all gonna
God.
die.
Yeah. Yep.
He don't even look happy. He looks
No, he doesn't. No. Mm-mm.
Oh,
It's about par for the course for government workers.
Yeah, but there's like government workers, and then there's that guy.
This is make believe. They're supposed to be happy.
And she's clearly stalling Bucky.
Is this Bucky's new uniform?
No.
he
Where
doesn't
you been?
Get a uniform. He just kind of shows
Oh.
up in like a
I'm
hoodie
just
and
trying. I
sweatpants,
mean,
and he's like, "Hey guys."
He's just in his cool leather jacket with only one sleeve.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
long as
like-
the arm is showing, he just goes, "Oh, suit up," rips off the arm.
is that like? That's what I'm saying. I mean, are we calling him Cap now? I don't know if I'm emotionally ready for that. We'll call him Cap Falc. Falc Cap. I like
Mhm.
Falc Cap.
Falcon
He
America.
came in a new outfit, so I'm just wondering if Bucky's, this is his new outfit.
So are they an official team, or is this like
I think so.
Definitely not.
I mean,
because Falcon has his friend as well, that guy in the military.
She totally just put some kind of tracer or something on him.
oh yeah, she wasn't even very like
You about to
sly
get
about it.
booed up. Wow, what kind of security guards are they?
I
They're only
know.
good for hey.
Hey, stop!
Oh
Oh,
wow,
yep.
she just.
Oh, she killed him.
Ooh.
Yo,
They look like Joker or
it
Fear
looked like
Toxin.
Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
The way his skin cratered, it looked like straight Wade Wilson.
Yeah.
Mercury
This new Cap's
Reaper.
getting his butt kicked.
Listen, he doesn't have the
Yeah, yeah.
super soldier serum, okay?
Well, if you
he has
think
the
He's getting
about
that
wings
it,
butt
and the heart.
handed to him.
If you think
And he's
about the
fighting
wings and the
fighter.
shield don't really mix. It's kind of
No, they really don't.
Speed things up, Sam.
Who's in
He
attack?
can't handle
Ooh, that
one
was-
dude.
That was a good move, actually.
Listen, guys, he's a special.
Hey, he's no Steve Rogers.
Definitely
Guys,
not.
let's stop
Yo, but
judging him.
How is it?
I'm s-
How is it
No,
that he can
we
stop
judged
the
John
shield?
Walker. Yeah, I was just thinking that he should have broke his arms.
I think this guy
Yeah.
must have the super soldier serum.
Ah.
No, because Sam doesn't have it at all. If he had the super soldier serum, he would have
No,
broke.
she's talking about
No, the French
I don't even know how to pronounce his name properly. George
French.
St. Pierre.
Yeah.
What
same
is
here.
happening?
Oh, that was
Here's
cool.
the thing.
That
If
was
he's gonna
that
be
was nice.
Cap, like, why does he still have the wings? I'm just a little uncomfortable.
Because Cap in the comic books, Sam's costume has the wings too. Because Falcon becomes Cap.
Oh,
What he's
Falcon
used to.
becomes Cap.
So what if instead of a falcon, he becomes an eagle? Because America.
I like it.
That's
I
more
actually really like that too.
Yeah. You gotta change birds.
patriotic.
And we know that Joaquin Torres becomes Falcon in the comic book. So
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Well, you know what's
there
weird?
you go.
I know he's Cap, but he's always going to be Falcon to me right now. I mean, I don't know. He needs to have a really good moment by the end of this episode for me to see him as Cap.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like even though he's Cap with the wings in the comic books, I feel
Yeah.
like it's such a weird adjustment for us to make. Like it would help if he didn't have
It
the wings.
still feels like he's cosplaying as Captain
Yeah.
America.
Mhm.
Red Wing is pretty sweet, though. I will give him
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Last week or the week before when his wings got stepped on and ripped off his body and he acted like it hurt. I was so confused.
You know what? I actually thought that was like a really just smart moment because like he feels connected to his suit. Like he feels that's another reason why like it felt so strange to him when Steve gave him the shield at the end of Endgame. And it's like, for him to sit there and feel like, he's losing a part of himself, to me just kind of made a lot of sense.
I guess. I just thought it was a little dramatic.
Okay, you guys hear that? Carly's basically admitting she's on a suicide mission. She's going to use those bombs on those cars, not even to negotiate anymore. She just wants to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. But that was always going to be the case. That when you have these people, these individuals that have this, major focus of whatever, they always tend to start out with some sort of, honest goal or whatever, but they turn into these type of, power hungry individuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing.
That was sick. Red Wing, man, for the win.
Oh.
That is sick.
That was sick.
That was cool.
There you go. Oh, that shot. I want that as a poster.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail right there.
There you go. That was sexy.
Yo,
Did I say sexy?
these guys just moving these barricades like.
Can't say sexy on the internet.
That was schmexy.
I really don't like that they're doing this scene at night.
Why?
Because it's hard to see Cap in his.
That's why they did it. They have to get away with the CGI.
For CGI and stuff, but it's like this is what you spend the budget on. You're introducing a new Cap, like do it big,
Yeah, but I mean, who doesn't love a good night car chase / bomb explosion scene? It's like The Dark Knight.
Oh.
That's a little overkill for one guy.
Listen, he's a big guy.
No,
he could easily handle one guy.
No, they all have super serum. See, and that's the thing that these shows typically do.
Oh my gosh, she's trying to kill them innocent people.
Yeah, human casualties
and stuff, and then they make them really weak later on. So
anybody got their eye on the chat? Guys, let us know what you think down in the comments below. What you think of Cap so far?
Yeah, nothing yet.
That's okay.
Come on, Bucky.
Yes.
Who said it like that?
Oh boy, here we go.
Boy.
And we saw that makeshift shield last week.
Let's go.
Being created in the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
So you can see there, he's forging it.
Let's go. Take her out.
Yeah, Carly's a little out of control.
I want to see him let loose. Yes.
I know he got that serum too. I mean, come on, his arm is vibranium, man, and he's got the super soldier serum.
Yeah, but it's still connected to his body.
It should take him less than 2 minutes.
Oh, it's already dented.
Wow, your shield sucks, man.
Well, it's not real.
Yeah, but I feel like even stainless steel would do better than that.
It's aluminum.
There's the trigger. There's metal on the back of the shield right there.
I like that little rage boost for him.
Oh, is that supposed to be like his
as if he needed it?
Badge of honor thingy?
No, it's just the.
Why is he helping him? See,
yeah. I mean, I don't even know necessarily that it's helping Walker. I think it's more so stopping the Flag Smashers.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but I would just let my enemy take care of my other enemy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Superhero please. Yo, high key, Bucky is the most powerful character on this show. Like, he really doesn't need anyone else in this show.
He doesn't.
Yeah. If he could just still kill.
Is that Cisco from
That's what
The
I was
Flash?
thinking. I was like, Cisco?
No, that's a
I really feel like that's Cisco Ramon flying this plane.
It's the scout.
So here's going to be a fun debate. When the Punisher eventually shows up, there's going to be this whole, do we kill villains or do we not kill villains? And Bucky's going to have to pick a side again.
I think Marvel's gonna have trouble with that in general, because like
they're gonna have. I mean, we're already seeing that they have an issue when it comes to some of these more intense characters.
Ooh, that was cool.
As they don't want to give Blade an R rating. Like Blade needs an R rating.
And Deadpool.
You know, as much as I love Deadpool, and Deadpool has to be R rated, you can actually try and slide a little bit with him with a PG-13 rating, but Blade cannot be. So they're going to struggle long term when it comes to figuring out how to deal with this, you know, more adult content, the R-rated content from their new properties now with the X-Men universe, the Fox properties, all that kind of stuff.
Did anybody see that somersault? That was
that was cool.
Yeah, he's showing off some new
really
moves there.
You know what's funny though? In my mind, I'm just like, is that something we haven't seen Steve do before? Like,
well, yeah, he doesn't have wings.
I see. He like,
whoop. Yeah, about 95% of this stuff Cap has never done because he can't fly.
Right.
Yeah.
Do it.
So, am I missing something? What's on the helicopter?
I think
government personnel.
People. Yeah.
Oh, just more people. Okay.
Hostage.
Oh, that was a good punch.
He's gonna kill Carly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, and I mean, she kind of already foreshadowed it by saying to Bucky that it doesn't matter if she dies.
See,
she's doing this for something bigger than herself.
He took my advice. Take her to the alley.
And it's for John. I mean, for
so sketch.
For Lamar.
For Watkins.
Hoskins.
Come on.
Carly knows you need to get the heck out of Dodge, though. I'll tell you that, boy.
Yeah. She's trash.
She's only going to hold up that fight for so long with him. Come on, Bucky.
If you could just kill, I'm saying it. Speed a lot up.
Finish him.
I know, he has enough finishing moves.
Gotcha.
Cheers.
You heard that, Chris?
Is he gonna catch it?
Finish him.
Ah, I see. Yeah, he's gonna catch that. Yeah, shout out for Mortal Kombat tomorrow.
That's right now.
Today, you know.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's clearly something defective with this soldier serum that he ingested because he's getting all of these different
catch it, Buchanan. Catch it, Buchanan.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked.
That's what's up.
Oh,
hero.
Yeah.
Hero.
John Walker,
you called
man.
It, Zach.
He don't do that crap.
That's my boy.
Yep,
all right.
You called it. That was the question that you. Is Walker a hero?
Come on, Buchanan, catch him.
With one arm, how is he gonna do that?
He can't.
Yeah, there's no way Bucky's able to.
Buchanan can do it.
A whole truck.
No,
I'm telling you.
There you go.
Where'd he come from?
Oh,
Falcon.
Good job,
Falcon.
What?
Okay, but he's not strong. Okay, but come on.
There you go.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's using technology. He's like a combination between
Iron
Captain America, Iron Man,
thrusters,
and Falcon.
He's like Iron Capkin.
Cap-Iron Falcon.
Yeah. He could lead the Avengers actually, because he's had
Falcon Americap.
Oh yeah.
And he's black. He just covers everything. He just did it all. Boom.
No, it's not.
That's Falcon.
Disney.
And
it's still you notice it's the third time they've called him that.
He catches everything.
And that was with his normal human head.
She got told to sit down. God.
Kill her right now. Oh, broker.
Uh-oh.
Smoke. It's Batman.
Yep. Can you imagine?
It's George St. Pierre.
It's John Cena.
Oh, what's this from the left side? The Rock. It's a whole SmackDown tonight on.
Yeah, he's got a lot of gadgets.
Yo,
Well, he still doesn't
they
have.
really
any
are trying to.
powers.
Yeah, they have to offset him because he doesn't have the serum and doesn't want to take it. So
Yeah, I would trade all
have
that
to
for
be
like
able to-
one serum.
oh man,
That's a beautiful shot, man.
yeah, it is.
The cinematography,
man.
man.
Oh, I guess they're all united now. Yeah, it's like I like his. I'm such a girl. I'm like I like his outfit.
Kind of crazy that with one saving of people, Walker's in the good graces of Bucky and Sam.
I mean, he is a celebrated soldier. Like they've
Enemy
both
of
been
my
in the
enemy is my
military.
friend. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
but
hasn't
I'm sure
gone
he can relate
full-
too.
Yeah. He hasn't
Yeah.
gone full government
If he's
agent yet.
control and
Yeah.
he's at least trying to help, they can at least use him a little bit and then just arrest him.
Yeah.
Because
he was-
remember
I mean,
that
Zach called it.
I did. He never
Called it.
actually did anything bad. It just looked really bad because it was filmed and
it was
he
bad
took the guy's-
optics.
Yeah, it was a bad perspective. But like honestly, I'd do the same thing, no problem.
Okay, here we go.
Guys, what if Sharon took the super serum? Just throwing theories out there.
What if Sharon just went full
Hey, eyes open for that big death.
roundhouse? I know.
They know each other.
Ooh, they're in cahoots.
She said she's disappointed in Sharon.
Yeah, because they're working together.
Oh. Told you, women power and all
Oh
that.
wow.
She's a power broker.
Told you. Told you. Power broker.
Are they really pushing this Sharon as the power broker thing?
They are, because she was scorned or whatever. It's oh my goodness, they did it again. They reused the stupid Incredibles syndrome plot again. Marvel has done this 5 times now. You make fun of somebody, you forget about a character, you don't put them in the story for so long, and they go bad.
Fly home, Bucky. Buddy, I work alone. You're right.
It's,
About to get tense, y'all.
it's like those Geopets, you know, you don't feed them and they die. It's the same thing here. You don't treat your heroes right and they go bad.
This is like so
Oh.
disappointing
Oh,
that they have Sharon as the power broker.
It is
And it
kind
doesn't
of
make sense to me.
active.
well, she
Yeah.
just got shot, so you know, maybe it don't matter. Told you.
She's about to shoot you.
Stupid.
Ooh.
Okay, she's Superman.
Yeah, she is.
I throw cinder blocks like that all the time.
Ah, that was.
What?
I like that.
He doesn't have superhuman strength. He needs them wings
Right.
to help him.
Yeah, that's nice. I can do
Stay
this all day.
down.
He said stay down. He said no. Wow, what a
Mhm.
line. Zinger.
No.
Don't hate on Sam's a cool guy.
No, Sam's dope.
I
Yeah,
love Sam. I think
yeah.
he's great.
Aw.
Man, he's very cheesy though. Like
He is.
Walker is super cheap. I could never call
Yeah.
him Cap. In
Mm-mm.
all of my reviews, I have never once called him Captain America.
John Walker.
He's always been referred to as Walker. Or I'd be like the new Cap, you know what I mean? In quotations, because
Lowercase cap, yeah.
Wait,
I just keep calling him government agent.
Yeah.
yeah.
How did
'Cause yeah.
how did how did Bucky and John find the other flag smashers?
because they have that
They
app.
use the
so
app.
just track them.
Bucky just said it's a great
Oh,
app, so he
gotcha.
tricked them into getting caught.
Oh, she met. Oh, she hit him like a G.
Yes, she did.
Do it. Shoot first.
This one's on a chance gonna pop back up.
All right, here's my call.
shoot her.
Right, stab her with a wing.
I was about to say something really
Just extend it. Just
insensitive.
Told
I'm
you,
okay.
Sharon's gonna shoot her.
Oh,
Didn't I just call that? Please tell me y'all heard me call that.
Yes, Jeremy, you did call.
Okay.
who?
All right,
What
I'm
is
glad
that
I'm-
typing sound?
that is
I
not
don't know.
Is that you?
No.
I'm not
Y'all
gonna
hear
feel
that?
bad for you.
Oh, it's
I'm
getting
not gonna
worse.
feel. No, die.
It's creepy.
Die faster.
But no, I'm
Get
not
off my
typing
screen.
anything.
Let me mute myself and see.
Yeah, it was you.
It was you. It's always Sid.
What is this? Am I supposed to feel sad?
Yeah,
And-
okay, they
and
were
you
foreshadowing
called
this
it.
the whole time.
Get out
Oh
of
yeah.
here. Garbage.
Okay, Carly dies. I mean,
I
they
know.
needed a death in this episode. I don't know
Don't-
if this was
don't waste
one
any
that
more
was.
time on it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like when you have deaths in shows, it has to be somebody that no one saw coming in order for it to be effective. Otherwise, it just feels
So-
kind of lazy. Like we knew she was gonna die.
Yeah.
They completely
It has to be
recycled her.
meaningful.
Yeah.
They completely
You know,
recycled her character from the Solo movie.
From Han Solo.
Yeah, she was in Solo. She was that stupid space pirate thing, and she's all like, "Oh, we were attacked by the Empire. Feel bad for us." I hate her so much.
No, I mean I don't
I
feel like
hate her so much.
her
Get off
as
my
much
screen.
as she was like the main villain, I don't think that she really was. You know, that she's always felt like a piece that was a character that was kind of, you know, the frontal view as far as like
Are you guys
trying to
still getting
play the bad guy. Dude, I don't know
What?
what's
It
going
sounds
on
like you're
over there
making
with you.
popcorn or something. As soon as you turn your
No,
mic.
what's crazy is even if I mute myself, I still hear it from you guys.
Captain Falcon.
Sam, don't call him Sam. He's Captain America.
I like that. We should call him Captain Falcon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Falcon. Fuck.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, thanks for saving us. Now give us the shield." Thank you.
I mean, they're blowing up people.
I know. That's fair. So
Oh, here we go.
Lesson time with Sam.
I mean, Captain America.
What?
That's true.
Don't you love how all of the cameras and the news people are there? Like they're reporting real news.
Well, and it also it calls and echoes back to when all the people were recording Walker,
Yeah.
you know, taking the
Mhm.
I think his name is Nico, the flag smashers.
Mhm.
What happened?
Big speech.
What?
I understand everything.
That's a loaded statement.
I have the
Very
knowledge of
loaded.
Morgan Freeman, Barack Obama, and and Martin Luther King.
Hey, you see his grandson? He's also a hero in the Young
Yeah.
Avengers. Be on the lookout for him.
He leads them.
I'm ready for him. I want to see more of that guy.
Cast.
That's Elijah Bradley.
Hmm.
Better than this show right now.
Well, this is a long speech.
Yeah, it is. This is
I feel like
very
Cap
long.
hasn't had a speech this long before because
No.
nobody really wants to hear it.
Yeah. Well, so that's I can't say that. It's too political.
Yeah, it's very
But
politically
I will
charged.
say this: Captain America was a certain type of leaning, right? Falcon's just the opposite.
Yeah, but I would say Cap in the movie leaning in any direction. I would say Sam. I think they're trying to make Sam not, but
No, I think they're all middle of the road. They're middle of the road. I think they're people. They try to make characters that everybody can get behind.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Captain Marvel.
I think this speech is just this is dragging on.
Yeah, I think it's just too long.
They're trying. The problem is they're trying to establish him and give him great character moments as Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's too long. I think that everything that he's saying resonates and has a point, but it's just too long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't go from stabbing everybody
he's making a
to
great point. You know, he's holding the government accountable for their decisions and the people accountable for their judgment. But it's too long, you know.
That's us.
Zach, what you said, that's us.
Yeah, that's us.
Oh my god.
All I heard was black guy and stars and stripes. That's the audience. Doesn't matter what you just said, that's all we heard. Wow.
Something looks wrong with her face.
Yeah.
Is that just me? She looks like different.
She gets punished.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's bad, so she can't be as attractive. Get him.
Of course I can.
Is this
Also, just want to point out those wings are still government property.
No, they're not. No, they're not. That's Wakanda.
That's Wakandan property.
No, remember the shield is technically not the government's,
shield.
but the wings actually are.
Well, no, but the original ones that got ripped off by Walker. Remember, this suit was created because Bucky asked Dora Milaje to create him.
Oh, nice.
A new suit. So these are no longer.
Oh,
they're gonna be back.
Y'all saw that? Yeah, they're gonna break them out. I was gonna say I was about to trash this show.
Psych.
Who that?
Who's that?
That's the power broker.
There's the power broker.
Alfred. Oh, the power broker.
No, wait. Wasn't that the guy that was helping?
Guys, this is important. This is important.
Suck it. You garbage characters.
Zemo.
Madam Hydra.
Was Walker always married?
In the comics, yeah.
Well, I meant in these episodes. It was like episode.
I don't know how to feel about the Contessa, Valentina,
Madam
Allegra
Hydra.
DeFontaine.
Yeah.
I just
it gives me
something about her. Maybe it's because
Very
she was
confident.
on Friends. Just annoys me. Or Seinfeld, I should say.
Oh, it's his new suit, guys. It's his new suit. It's gonna be his new suit for the Dark Avengers in the black and the red. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there it is.
I love it.
Madam Hydra.
The black.
Look at that gun.
Oh my gosh, you could say the same thing about Captain America.
Am I allowed to laugh at this?
Of course. It's
U.S.
fun. Listen, we got a black dude, a white a dude, a Puerto Rican, and a black girl.
Oh, what did you just call her?
Val, and she said, "Don't call me that."
Call her Val.
U.S. agent.
Yep.
Makes me happy.
He's called U.S. agent, but he's really for Hydra now.
Yeah.
Got reinstated.
He just doesn't know
because
it.
Oh, here we go.
He
This
saved all the
is going to
government
be
people, so
gut
his
wrenching
war
right
crimes
here.
are forgiven.
I didn't hear what you're saying. Sid, is that you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you
That
mute myself?
popcorn? Because my only worry is that going to be in the entire episode?
Yes.
It
Oh,
just it's
no.
like. Oh, just gonna tell it. What?
I love how he just saves some. All right, sorry. This is important.
I did it.
This is going to be gut wrenching right here.
Yeah,
He's gonna tell him to get out.
This is gonna hurt.
And I did it.
See, that's how it's done.
At least he asked why. Get out. Get out.
I mean, yeah, he needs a moment.
I thought he was supposed to be like putting things back together and making peace.
I mean,
His
okay.
therapist.
Oh, he got through
Went
that
through all
list.
the names.
I don't think Zemo was crossed off.
It was. Zemo said he crossed his own name off the list.
Yeah, but it's in pencil. He could have erased it. How petty would that be?
Oh yeah, and he stood that girl up. Shoot.
Mm-hmm. Well, not really. They had their date. He just did it really quick. He left really early into the date.
Mm-hmm. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go
Now
get
he
with
disappears
Sam's
forever.
sister.
Yeah.
What's her name? Rose?
Yeah.
Sarah?
Sarah. There you go.
Oh, here we go.
Same difference. Same thing. Sorry.
Ooh, Elijah Bradley.
Doesn't he mean black cap? Falcon's always been black.
Oh my gosh. Not even close. Blacked in America.
Black man America. I'm sorry. Internet.
That boy's strong as
Even now.
yeah. They just didn't want us to forget.
Yeah.
Just a subtle little thing, like, I can still beat you behind, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't come at me. I was the first.
I hate myself. I You know who he reminds me of?
Hmm.
Reminds me of RDJ in Tropic Thunder.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay to laugh. It's okay to laugh. I'm sorry.
What? Oh my gosh.
Again, I'm sorry, internet. Please don't cancel me.
We had the Bradley exhibit added.
Yes.
He's like, what? A monument to my torture?
Yo. I want to see some Easter eggs.
That's dope. Wait, so he can now come out in the open? I mean, he said, don't you know if I come out, I'll be dead within a day.
I guess he pulled some strings or something so they wouldn't be.
I mean, when you Captain America, do whatever you want, right?
Well, here's the thing. Maybe he's just saying that that like he's dead, you know, like it's a memorial.
That's cool. I like this.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he just told him that he's still dead.
I mean, the man suffered a lot, went through a lot,
Oh yeah, he deserves
and
it.
they tried to erase it. So now, they're forever.
Oh, that's it?
No.
All right.
No.
Oh yeah, we still got down south. Ooh, that looks good.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Oh, pecan
That
pie.
food looks so good, though.
Mm.
Oh, so good. Why's it got to be like 4 in the morning? I'm hungry now.
I know.
I know. I just got so hungry when I saw that southern food. Oh my god.
Look at him. Oh my gosh, look at him.
He is definitely flirting with Sarah.
Oh man.
I'm confused. Why are they partying? Because they saved the boat?
Because
Sure.
he's official.
They saved the city.
He's Captain America. It's the end of a nice
They
season.
saved the world.
They solved racism.
And we're definitely getting a second season of this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be a second season.
Oh, they're so cute.
Wait, it's not over, is it, for real?
Yeah.
No, it should be.
Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, good.
So we're not getting a second season of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We're getting the first season
All right,
of
guys,
Captain
let's
America
fast forward to a
and the
secret
Winter
ending.
Soldier. Yep,
Okay.
let's go.
That's
Yep,
at code
yep,
449.
Oh,
Yep.
I see it.
4449.
I think it's
Eh?
44.
4449.
Well, calm yourself. I'm not there yet.
All right,
that
let's
power-
see.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
We'll talk
3,
about
All right.
2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Damn.
All right, Sid, you're gonna have to mute that popcorn.
what?
And a free membership to BJ's and Sears.
Here's a $20 iTunes cash.
Because I hate America now and I'm part of Hydra.
She's kind of cute though.
Now, I just want to point this out really quick before we see anything else. I think Sharon shot George St. Pierre,
Oh, she
not
did.
Carly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Carly shot her.
Yeah, she did.
Shot him.
Right, but it made it seem like Carly shot him. I think it was.
Oh, hold on.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, she's not in charge.
Yep. She's answering to the power broker.
Yeah, she's just a figurehead for the guy.
Or she's answering working for Madam Hydra.
Yeah, because somebody named Power Broker will not outright walk around like that. She's a tool.
Okay,
You
let me
can
go
if you're
back and
hiding in
listen to
plain
what she
sight.
said one more time.
She said access
Hold
to
on.
government secrets and
Yeah, she basically told them that now she has access to government secrets. She was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prototype weapons, all that stuff.
So, all
Okay.
right, so her exact words are, as she says them,
Yeah, I heard.
start lining up our buyers, super soldiers might be off the menu, but we're about to have full access to the government secrets, prototype weapons, you name it. You should be something for everyone.
Yeah.
Maybe if I leave,
Okay.
it'll stop doing the pop.
Guys, so we just wrapped. Hey, guys, hit us up in the comments. We want to know what you thought about this episode. Obviously, we're going to give our little 10-minute, post-show. So hit the like button and also subscribe, guys, as we're going to have a ton of Captain America and Winter Soldier coverage from now through next week. So guys, while we're waiting for Sydney, initial reactions.
I love being right.
All right.
I love it when
So,
this
all right. I'm probably not going to be the only one to feel this way,
Bring it.
but I was almost waiting for something more.
Agreed.
I will say
felt
it was
like-
simple, but there was a lot happening, you know?
It almost felt like, 50 minutes of almost nothingness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, we got some nice fight scenes between, Sam and George St. Pierre. We got some nice fight scenes between Bucky, Walker, and the Flag Smashers. But it almost felt like they built up this crescendo throughout all of these episodes, where each one topped the next, where maybe they couldn't get to that same level.
Mm-hmm.
But I just felt like they dropped the ball in this finale. I think,
Yeah.
yes, it's now clear that Sharon is not the power broker, that she's working for the power broker.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure there either, because it may be she may be working for Madam Hydra or the power broker.
Yeah, it could be
They
that,
could be working together.
but it just it
a new
felt
league of villains.
lackluster.
Yeah,
I don't know if maybe that's just I was hoping for more or expecting more.
But here's the thing. I think everybody was expecting more. I think it's a season finale, so you're expecting, more action. Remember, in the 15 minutes before the show started, I said, get ready for a ton of action, a special death, and I don't know. It seemed like they tried to. Here's what should have happened. They should have taken the last 2 or 3 episodes, and if they really wanted to establish Sam as the new Captain America, they should have let him be Captain America for 2 or 3 episodes. But they tried to cram in so many feel-good moments in one episode that before you knew it, the entire episode was people calling him Captain America, him saying he's Captain America, him, giving lessons and stuff like that, all the morality stuff, the Isaiah Bradley scenes, and those things were all needed, of course, to establish him. But when you cram it all into one episode, we ended up, I feel like, being robbed of a season finale.
Ooh. Okay. So
Agreed.
Marvel just made the Captain Marvel mistake again, where they say, hey, here's this hero, love them right now, respect them, they're here to stay, they're the big deal, do it right now. And it didn't work then. I don't think it's going to work now. People will still call him Falcon, I think.
Captain Falcon.
Yeah,
That's what I'm going to call him.
I agree, because I don't think it's as bad as Captain Marvel, because
No.
I do
Nothing
think
will
Sam is
ever be.
likable.
Nothing will ever be as bad as Brie Larson. I don't care. I don't care that can be a hot take. But there will be nothing ever in this world as bad as Brie Larson.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
go ahead,
I think
continue.
Sam has been in the MCU for a long time, so we do know him, we do like him, and I think it is going to take a while to adjust to calling him Cap. I'm not comfortable doing that yet, but I do like him. I do respect him as the new Captain America, and I think the show did a good job of establishing that. But Chris, off of what you're saying, I agree. The first 3 episodes, pretty much nothing happened. Like, it was such slow world building. They could have tacked some big stuff. They could have spread it out a little bit more evenly so that we got a better season finale.
Yeah.
I'm happy that the Flag Smashers are gone, though.
Oh.
I got worried there when they were all escaping on their little prison bus, but then that blew up. But that's another example of how fast all of these stories were cut short. It was kind of like, oh, will you see them again? No, you will not see them again. But you will see this guy. And then maybe you'll see this. And then here's, John Walker's in black now, but he's a good guy, but you still hate him.
Yeah, a good guy, possibly. Here's what I mean, a little bit of comic background on what's happening with John Walker and Madam Hydra, and that she's basically responsible for putting together the Dark Avengers. And so her Captain America is John Walker, and that's how she's going to start everything out. There's going to be a bit of crossplay, I would imagine, between Sharon Carter and the Power Broker, Baron Zemo, and then Madam Hydra in terms of fighting for all these super-powered people. Basically, we have General Ross from the Incredible Hulk movie and from the Avengers movies. He will be experimenting, trying to recreate the super soldier serum that's responsible for everything from Wolverine to Deadpool, to the Abomination. He's coming back. He's going to be in the She-Hulk TV show. So there's a lot of things that we thought they would have covered by the end of this show, at least establishing it. Certainly when we got that scene on the raft, that's where General Ross typically hangs out with some of those other people who end up becoming superpowered villains on the Dark Avengers or on the Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolt.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, I think that we didn't get, I don't know where they're going to establish all this now that season 1 of Falcon and Winter Soldier has ended and we don't have any Thunderbolt origin. Really.
I do have
Now-
a question though. How
Sure.
did Zemo end up on the raft when he was taken by the Wakandans?
They said that's where they were taking him.
Stick him. Yeah.
Oh, they said that's where they were taking him?
The most
Yeah,
secure
AO said-
place.
AO said that they were going to take him to the raft to live
Gotcha.
out his days.
Must have-
Now, the one question that I have, and it's kind of, to me, been something that has kind of loomed large over this particular show, and we know that there was a lot of reshoots, a lot of things that had to be done on this show following the stoppage due to the pandemic. There was a lot of speculation that there was supposed to be some sort of bioweapon, a virus type of storyline that was going to be a part of this that had to be changed. And that's why that there was a lot of moments where you would have voiceover commentary from different characters when you did not see them on screen. A lot of what Sharon Carter, a lot of her scenes were revoiced. And you can see it sometimes when she's like up close on the phone in Madripoor, where the what she's saying doesn't necessarily line up with the movement of her mouth or, the exact word for word things. And a lot of what Carly was talking about throughout her scenes, a lot of what the Flag Smashers themselves in their engagement was seen. There was a lot of just general voiceover that is typically done on like reshoots and stuff like that kind of changed the feel. So I wonder how much of this particular show was changed. There was there was supposed to be the belief that there was some sort of virus, and we would get it in the very first episode where when Bucky first encounters Carly inside of the cargo truck, he says that there's a bunch of vaccines or something of that nature. I can't remember the exact word, but there's a lot of speculation about the fan community that was supposed to be what was happening, but based on the situation globally, they had to change that on the fly. So I just wonder how much we didn't get and how different the finale with the way that they kind of had to alter the storyline. So any thoughts on that, guys?
That might be the reason of why it felt so cut short in certain areas. They probably had really big emotional things happening that they couldn't do so that they wouldn't offend certain large government properties.
Yeah, but I feel like all of those are kind of MacGuffins. I feel like those are all things that have to do with the story. My problem primarily with this is that they didn't tell the story. They didn't tell the story that they were supposed to tell. I understand that this is about establishing Sam as the new Captain America, and they did that. Good or bad, in a good way or a bad way, that remains to be seen. But I think that a lot of what this show, to me, was rumored to be, from what I had heard on the internet from other YouTubers and creators like ourselves had said, was that they were expecting this to be a launching pad for so many different storylines due to the pandemic and all of those things. That's why this needed to be more than just Captain America's origin. And I always like the idea of heroes becoming heroes through their journey, through what they came through. I mean, we had followed Steve Rogers since he was the little scrawny kid who couldn't be in the military, through all the way until holding the helicopter, all the way till wielding Mjolnir, you know, like, so Sam in that way, and it's to his discredit. I mean, it's to Disney's discredit that they have not given him the same journey. And that's why slapping the Captain America name on him feels inauthentic, is because we haven't, I mean, and they did some great stuff earlier in the show, like really great character building moments. We got to know him, his family, where he came from, the boat, you know, those moments were great. But then I don't know, it just didn't feel complete to me.
Yeah, I agree, but I don't think it missed the mark too far. I think they could have given maybe 2 more episodes, and we would have had a better relationship with Sam. I mean, it was only 6. They could have pushed it out to 10 or even maybe 13.
So,
you know.
Here's a possibility.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, sorry. If Sam were to maybe lose as Captain America, because he had, and they kind of did this with him in the Falcon suit. He kind of lost in the Falcon. You know, he got his wings ripped off. But if that were to happen with him in the Cap suit, maybe if they would have done that with him having the Wakandan suit, maybe it would have changed kind of his journey a little more. They would have rearranged kind of the events.
So I think
it's unfair and hard, because you're right. Like, Chris Evans had 10 years to develop Cap. You know, like, why am I drawing a blank? Why can't I think of his name? Anthony Mackie only had, you know, a little bit. I mean, he just found out at the end, or like right when they started shooting Endgame, that he was gonna be Cap, you know, so he didn't have anywhere near the amount of time to develop Sam,
and it shows,
to be ready to deal with that. Yeah, I think that's Disney's fault.
Well,
yeah,
it is. It's Disney's fault.
In his favor now.
Yeah.
Maybe
now the one
season.
thing, Zach, that you said about the suit and the wings and
yes,
the whole thing, I think that it was more so a symbolic thing was added, having the Falcon kind of torn apart.
Yeah.
You know, in order for him to become Captain America, he had to lose his identity as Falcon. You know, and I think that's really what that symbolized more than anything else. Just because, you know, otherwise, again, we would see it with the final interaction with Isaiah Bradley and his grandson. And he would say, "Oh, you know, the Black Falcon," and then Isaiah would be like, "No, that's Captain America." You know, so that to me was more so what was being, you know, shown to us and given to us through the, you know, Walker ripping off the wings of Falcon and his rage-induced moment.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, I can agree with that. Okay, I have a question for you guys. So now that we've seen 2 of the big 3 Disney Plus shows that were supposed to come out, how are we feeling? Because I know WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier were completely different types. But how do we think, you know, WandaVision, how do we think Falcon and the Winter Soldier is standing up against WandaVision now that they're both done?
This felt a lot more Marvel to me. It felt like it
How
belonged
so?
a little more. Whereas WandaVision pushed a lot of boundaries and was something very new, and that was most of its popularity, was that it was so different and so new, not only for Marvel but for TV in general. Whereas this was a little more. It also pushed boundaries, but it kept more to the Marvel theorem of, you know, bad guy shows up, good guy turns bad, you know, we kill some people, whatever. Hero journey, poof, here we go.
Yeah, you know what? I would say that Captain America and the Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, was the better show so far. Only because, you know, thinking back on WandaVision, I had to think about it for a second. We kind of knew what was happening when we went into the story, and exactly what we thought was going to happen happened. She was being deceived or whatever way, and we were just kind of finding out how she was deceived, and we knew that she would win in the end. I think with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, there was more nuance and there was more mystery about the story and how it would turn out. We didn't know what the story was going to end up being. We didn't know. I mean, at certain times we were wondering if Sam would even take the shield and the name. So there was a lot more to chew on for your mind week to week. And then, you know, it had some awesome Winter Soldier vibes in terms of the feel and the look and things like that. A lot more Marvel characters coming in there, Zemo and all that stuff. So right now, if I were to compare the two, I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier is the best right now. I don't think Loki's going to top that, honestly. But What If it might sneak up and be a surprise.
Yeah, but I think the disappointment with What If being that is just, I mean, it should, you know, because none of it is actually, it's not consequential. So it should top all of their shows just because they can do whatever they want.
I think Loki is going to be the real kickoff for the multiverse.
I certainly hope so. I feel like we were expecting to get a lot of spoilers, a lot of kickoff for these cosmic beings in WandaVision. We didn't get it. We were supposed to get a lot more characters and a lot of kickoff for, you know, more low mid-level characters in Falcon and Winter Soldier. We didn't get it. So I feel like Marvel is just kind of teasing us and pulling us along. So
we're not going to show
up. Yeah, like we're not going to get it, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I guess that's where my struggle is right now, because I loved WandaVision. I genuinely loved WandaVision. And I felt like I got more from the ending of WandaVision than most people. I guess because I was, you know, I looked at it as an opportunity to kind of introduce the mystical that we haven't really gotten since Doctor Strange to the Marvel Universe. And when it came to Falcon and Winter Soldier, and obviously I'm feeling a little bit disheartened and disappointed by this ending, because it felt like there wasn't enough. Like we were just waiting for that one thing to really happen. So I guess in instant reaction, my final thoughts on WandaVision, I was really excited when we got that final clip of, you know, her astral plane self studying the Darkhold or whatever, and she's just kind of outside of her body, just absorbing all that, you know, that dark magic and stuff. And that led me to just feeling really excited for the next thing that had to do with her. We know that she's going to be in Doctor Strange too, so that had me looking very forward. But right now, in the instance, in the moment, had we ended on episode 5, I would have loved everything about this series.
I agree. Yeah,
but
that's
it
fair.
almost felt like episode 6 knocked it down.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I can agree. A notch or two. I was expecting more action. I was expecting like, oh crap, it's just hitting the fan, like it's happening.
Yeah. Quick,
because
real
5
quick.
built us up to that. Oh, sorry.
Real quick, what's up, movies and clips? Let us know what you think of the new episode tonight. That's kind of what we're reacting to right now. So go ahead and hit us up. But Sid, you were saying?
Oh yeah, I was just saying 5 with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the 5th episode. It really built up to, you know, our expectation being like, this is going to be it. But I think WandaVision did the same thing. I think there were so many theories flying around, so many expectations going into the last episode of WandaVision, and it too was anticlimactic. We didn't get a story for Quicksilver, absolutely. We're not sure if Monica still has her powers. We only see the scroll like a little bit. It's just like, I feel like, and back to what I was saying before, Marvel is building, but very slowly. And I think we have to realize too, it is in Marvel, Kevin Feige, you know, the Russo brothers, not really the Russo brothers, but definitely Kevin Feige, to build these Marvel movies out. So I think we have to kind of pace ourselves. Like it could be 10 years until we get all that we want.
I also, again, and I brought it up just a minute ago, but I wonder how much we didn't get from both WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier was due to the pandemic. You know, how much had to be changed, how much that we lose because of that. You know, so there's obviously, we'll never really know. You know, that they're not going to tell us what was supposed to be, just because that would then obviously dishearten us for what we ended up getting. But I genuinely wonder what could have been.
But I also think, I wouldn't think that it would affect it too much. I do hear what you're saying, that it may have affected it in some way, shape, or form. But remember, like you said, Sid, Marvel is not in a rush to do anything. They could have easily delayed Falcon and Winter Soldier a year to make sure that they were telling the right story. They kind of have that luxury because they have such a great track record. People know if you wait on them, I mean, look how long they've delayed Black Widow. Look at the Eternals. They have no problem pushing things off. and they're like, we're making you wait on it, and when you see it, you'll be happy with it. So while I do think the pandemic probably affected it, I don't think it would be to the extent that we actually missed the heart of what they were trying to convey. And that is what I think is the most kind of disappointing, because it's like, this is what you wanted to tell? Like, this is all that you wanted to say? Like, that Sam is Captain America? Because that's essentially all that happened in this episode. And one last point, I think that when it comes to villains, I don't think I like villains that where their issues are dealt with, where they're dealt with in totality in the course of a few episodes. I think it just makes their level of threat kind of diminished. Either they should show up right in the moment and be dealt with, or they should be storied and long drawn out like a Thanos. But I think when you have like the Flag Smashers, who, just burned out so quick, they were you could tell that they were just being used as a filler villain. They have no long standing in the MCU right now. They showed up and they're gone just like that. Their leader, their remnants, the high-ranking officials. I mean, the movement is still going to be there as far as people who supported them, but they have no head anymore.
Right, but in all honesty, the movement now gets pushed back with Sam as Captain America, because the movement itself is no longer going to be there in the way that it was. It's now going to follow Sam as Captain America, and we would see that in the one clip where they focused on after Sam makes his extremely long monologue about being Captain America and about how the world has to be different now. We would see that the Flag Smasher mask would be dropped on the floor and people are walking away from it. So I don't necessarily think that message that Carly was trying to bring, that her top lieutenants were trying to bring, is really going to be viewed in the same light anymore because of Sam being Captain America,
which makes it worse.
Right.
Or does
again it goes to your point. Exactly.
Yeah.
Zach, go ahead. You look like you're
Marvel has
chomping at the bit.
I know. I have so much to say. So here we go. Monologue time. I'll start with the villains. Marvel has two villains. You have your Lokis and your Thanoses and your Abominations and your people who you favor. You treasure them. They're your little baby. You take care of them. Your little Zemos. You feed them. You make them better, right? Because people like them and they come back. But then you have these Flag Smashers. You have, those elves from Thor. You have these people who they're just plot devices and they don't matter. They show up, you think they're special, but they don't matter. In a month,
Brie
no one's
Larson.
gonna know. Exactly. In a month, no one's gonna know who Carly is. No one's gonna care because they're garbage characters, first off, and secondly, they have no meaning. They're here for their little stint. They did their purpose. Now we can toss them out and go back to Zemo. We can go back to Loki. We can go back to somebody who we actually care about. Now, talking about new Captain America, aka Sam. This was his introduction, but now we already know there's going to be another whole show for his life now as real Captain America. Because we kind of got the idea of this would be that, but it wasn't. This was his struggle of taking up the shield. Now that he has, that's going to be the next season, is him actually building that character. Because even though he's introduced now he has to deal with those struggles. Now he has to do with building the Avengers and leading them himself and all this other stuff. So I think there's room to play with that. And even though we didn't get what we wanted right now, we definitely will in the future.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. And by the way, guys, be sure to hit us up in the comments below what you thought of the episode, anything you want to see us address, anything you want to see us talk about. We'd love to chat it up with you guys, as always. That's kind of why we do this kind of format. But no, I totally get what you're saying, Zach, but I think that the problem is, where are they going to deal with these things? If not here, then where? That's the question. You look at the slate Marvel has. You've got the Eternals. You've got Multiverse of Madness. Multiverse of Madness is going to be setting up Marvel greater. It's going to be setting up things that are barely even happening on the Earth. She-Hulk is the only kind of Earth grounded thing that I could see happening where they would deal with kind of the Thunderbolts and the Dark Avengers, Madam Hydra, etc. The problem is there's been no setup for any of this stuff. I mean, this is also and so the problem is, okay, you look at the timeline and you say, okay, well, we know Wolverine is supposed to be coming. Recast, we know that certain characters are supposed to be making their way to the MCU, and when you see a lack of development for even Whispers or the program that they show up in, it's kind of like, okay, well, if not in this show, where are they going to show up?
Okay,
yeah, but I think that's Marvel's thing. You know, they'll keep you on your toes because you don't know who's going to show up in what show.
Yeah.
Right. But I also think that in the Loki trailer, now you guys have to tell me because I have an aversion to trailers, but I'm pretty sure I saw a piece where they were saying that when Loki stole the Tesseract in Endgame, that he changed the timeline.
He did.
Yes, he did. I'm watching the trailer right now. Yep.
Yeah, and he has to help them fix it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So to me, that's where they could kind of, it's almost like, you know, an easy way out. But to me, that's where we can kind of get these introductions that we kind of missed from WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier. I think that could be an easy way for them to write it out.
That is possible, but then the question becomes, well, then is it really a Loki show, or is everything just getting junk drawered over to that show? Like, here's all the stuff we didn't establish in any of the other shows this entire year.
I don't think we're gonna get all of them, but I think that whatever the next couple projects are, that's where we're gonna get a glimpse. I don't think that it's gonna be a full, you know, Loki is going to fix everything with everything. I think that Loki is likely going to introduce maybe 2 projects. So maybe he'll introduce She-Hulk, which then allows the introduction to the Thunderbolts. You know, maybe just a quick glimpse of something of that nature. You know what I mean? Like, again, I don't know, obviously, as Marvel tends to keep a tight lip on these things as best they can. But I just think that in seeing that piece and seeing what we got, or the lack of what we got from Falcon and Winter Soldier in this final episode, that to me kind of lends the idea, at least, that they will maybe use Loki to introduce a couple of pieces. We also have Black Widow coming out this year at some point.
July.
And yeah, so they say, but we've been hearing that for a long time. So, you know. So at some point we're supposed to get Black Widow. And in there, obviously, you know, now that they've had extra time with this to maybe kind of tweak or add a little bit this and that, we may get something more added in there that we maybe didn't get before.
Maybe.
You know, with them working through Eternals that was supposed to have already been out, you know, had the global situation not been what it was. Maybe then we can start getting some of these other introductions and these other projects that maybe were supposed to be introduced. Because remember, the original timeline of all of these things was not the timeline that we now have.
No, definitely not.
So, you know, we were supposed to have already gotten Black Widow. We were supposed to have gotten Falcon and Winter Soldier prior to WandaVision. WandaVision was supposed to be almost at the end. And that's where we got all of the fan speculation and theories with Quicksilver from the X-Men universe being himself. And it turned out to be, you know, a fake, a parody.
Yeah, I think one
and just real quick, you know, had we gotten the timeline as we were originally supposed to, fans would have already known this was a parody version of Quicksilver. And there wouldn't have been the kind of crazy fan theories that we had, that we speculated on, and all of that. So I think that maybe now with the timeline kind of having to be refixed based on the different things and situations that we've had to deal with, I think now they can kind of play around with the opportunity to kind of introduce other people in projects that maybe didn't have the initial there. What were you going to say, Chris?
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, were you saying me?
What were you going to say? Yeah.
Oh,
you were going to say something.
No, yeah, I was saying, no, that's a great point. I do think that I definitely, like, I get your point that things have been thrown off, like, for sure. And Marvel's kind of, I guess, reorganizing. I was just going to say, to your point, it was kind of a minor point that even Madam Hydra, the kind of stuff that we had seen, she was actually supposed to first be seen in the Black Widow movie as a prequel. She's basically Hydra's version of Nick Fury, and she was going to be in that movie. So who knows how they had to rewrite her story or whatever. But the good thing is Black Widow is a prequel. So, you know, it doesn't have too much significance as to what's happening right now, but it would have given us, we should have seen her before we saw her in Captain America. We would have already
given us more context.
Yeah,
I did feel like she just kind of showed up like, hey guys, it's me again. And I was like,
yeah, exactly. Because that's what it was supposed to be. We should have been seeing her for the second time.
Seinfeld, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
so to your point, Jay, I think
like,
that there could be a lot more moments like that.
Right. Right. And you know, from the comic books, obviously we know that, you know, Contessa Valentina is kind of the Hydra-ish version of Nick Fury, but we also know that she had a relationship with Nick Fury in the comic book.
They were
and
spicy.
that at one point she was actually infiltrating Hydra to go against them, to try to take them out. So there's just a lot that could be coming from her. But it'll be interesting to see what we get from the rest of the projects that are slated, you know, already scheduled by Marvel, and to see how they kind of, again, introduce the new projects, the new things that we know that they're doing. Because, you know, obviously, as we said, there are things that have been kind of thrown off and have to be shifted. And with this particular episode, kind of bringing it back to Falcon and Winter Soldier, it did feel as if there was just some things missing from this final episode. Obviously, we want to hear from you guys down in the comment section below. Let us know, what are your thoughts on this final episode, on the series as a whole. Leave those comments down below. We definitely want to engage with you guys on your thoughts, your feelings about this particular episode, about the series as a whole, and about the MCU as a whole. You know, Marvel has done a great job over the last, you know, decade plus of, you know, crafting this world for us. And, you know, while there's a lot more still to come, you know, we have to kind of take it in these small increments that we get it, because, you know, Marvel has a plan and they're not going to, you know, quick play it for anybody. It is a slow burn, similar to how we got in this particular series with Falcon and Winter Soldier. You know, it kind of took a while. It built up. And again, I said it before, but I just kind of want to reiterate this point. I feel like each episode built up to such a point where final episode couldn't meet the crescendo that it built to. So, but again, you know, we all have different feelings, different opinions about how this particular show played out. So let's just kind of give some closing thoughts here on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the finale, the series. Who wants to start?
Sure.
Not all at once.
Okay.
Sorry. I can start. What? I'm so sorry. What am I reviewing?
Oh my God.
Your
I'm
final
sorry, guys.
thoughts there. Wow.
You can start,
My
but she
final
didn't
thoughts.
hear the question.
My final thoughts on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. All in all, I did enjoy it. I'm not sure if I enjoyed it more than WandaVision, because WandaVision did so many new things and Falcon and Winter Soldier didn't do that. But at the end of it, as someone who doesn't really like politics getting mixed up in my superhero stuff, I can appreciate Sam's journey into becoming Captain America. I think Marvel handled it relatively well. It didn't get too political, so I can appreciate that. I loved seeing Bucky's character development. You know, he's finished his list. All of his beef is done now. So it's kind of like, where is he going next? Who is he going to be? So I really like that arc. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the heck happens with what is Valentina's bad guy name? Lady Hydra?
Madam Hydra.
Madam Hydra.
Madam Hydra.
You could just call her Val, like she says.
Yeah, I think she'll be really interesting to see.
But
and I think
don't call her Val. Just think it.
It's crazy because post WandaVision and even post Endgame, Marvel has just blown their universe wide open, and so it's hard to remember that we can refocus on these tiny Earth people and their tiny Earth people problems, you know. So I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier did a good job of reminding us that. And they really did with Sam being at home in New Orleans, and, you know, just the basic mundaneness
Mundane.
of his you know, of his life, and the fact that Sam doesn't have powers and is still Cap, I think is something to think about too. So I think it was good. I enjoyed it. I do have a couple of like gripes, but they're not real enough. It's just that, yeah, I think the finale was anticlimactic like WandaVision was, though. So, you know, Marvel's 2 for 2. I think they've done a good job with both.
Cool.
That's it.
All right, cool. I'll be next. I think I've said this in previous videos before. I think it was during a theoretical combat with Chris. I prefer my heroes to be on Earth. That's why Batman's my favorite. He's in Gotham City. I like my little sandbox. I like the parameters being set, and I think that's why I may have liked this more than WandaVision, because they are stuck on Earth, and like Sydney just said, it's kind of the, you know, the little tiny Earth people on their little planet doing their own thing, and I like that because there's a lot of, you know, complexities. The politics, it wasn't too preachy for me, so I like that. You know, I feel like it was just enough to kind of be real and kind of, you know, hit with people. I think that's why the John Walker issues were so big, because they, you know, were political. That's why we saw the internet wars that we did. So yeah, I love this. I'd say 9 out of 10 because, like you said, that last episode was missing a few parts, but not enough for me to say that it was a bad finale. Just that it wasn't perfect.
Yeah, that's a great point. You know, and I think for me as an action just hero, and when not action hero, an action fan. I'm an action hero, by the way, guys. Yeah, you know, my thoughts on it. Like I said, this was definitely the best Marvel show, MCU TV show, in my opinion. I do think that they did a good job establishing a new Captain America. No doubt. I think that what they did with Sam and his backstory and taking it back to Isaiah Bradley, you know, you look at kind of the politics that were touched on in this episode, and I think Marvel did a fantastic job because you can't ignore this. You have a black man, right, taking on the role of Captain America in today's climate. That is something you absolutely positively have to touch on. Otherwise, it's just ignorant. So whether they handled it well or bad, they absolutely had to. And I think they did it in kind of the most tasteful way that I can imagine. So all in all, I think that the show had plenty of action. I typically like to see my action toward the end of it as it builds up. But overall, I can't say that this show wasn't action-packed, had good story, so it wasn't just a beat-em-up TV show. And yeah, I'm pumped for season 2. So obviously, all of us are going to have much more to say on this show later down the week. So hit the subscribe button and click the bell. And with that, let's take it to the man, Jay Laracuente. What did you think of the show?
Okay, so as I said it before, I felt like this final episode kind of left a little bit to be desired. And I think that, as I just said a few moments ago, I think it's because it built up so well. You know, the first 3 episodes, like Sid said before, you know, were kind of a very slow burn. Like, we got a lot, but it was just like incrementally moving. And I think that in trying to reach this final episode, in trying to, you know, encapsulate the entire story of, you know, Sam's journey, his you know, battle, his preparation to being Captain America, the story with Isaiah Bradley, you know, and we know from the comic books that he was the, you know, the first Black Captain America, you know, and to see that kind of parallel, that correlation between him and Sam, to see the conversation, to see the way that, again, you know, the way that it kind of is echoing the climate that we're in now as a people, you know, and seeing the story of even John Walker that echoes the story of, you know, real life veterans that come back and have to kind of try to readjust to life, you know, civilian life, and the fact, you know, Walker was clearly going through quite a bit of PTSD, and in order for us to really get the gravitas of, you know, the struggles that he had internally, you know, seeing him battle within himself when it came to the super soldier serum before succumbing to it, you know, where we all have different things that we have to go through in life and different struggles that we all battle. And I think that, we saw that throughout the entire show. Sam and his sister having to battle the, the nearly loss of their family legacy, the battle for Bucky to deal with his own internal struggle from being stuck as in the mindset of the Winter Soldier, dealing with Yuri Nakajima and the fact that he murdered his son while being, obviously trapped in that Winter Soldier mindset, but he had to deal with that. Coming to grips with Zemo and his entire story. Zemo himself, really, when you look at what his story is not necessarily a bad guy. His whole point was to kind of stop all of these, superpowered individuals from hurting people who did not have the means to be able to protect themselves. That's why he had such a strong connection to Sam. And when Sam and Zemo had the conversation when they were hiding out, and he asked him, would he take the super soldier serum? And Sam immediately answered no. That really resonated with Zemo, and you could see that in that interaction. So I think that there was a lot of real life story. And like Chris said before, this was more Marvel, or Zach might have said it, this was more Marvel than what we got from WandaVision, that had a lot more of the mystical. It had a lot more of the Doctor Strange vibe. This was more grounded in Captain America, in Winter Soldier, in Civil War, in the first Avenger. There was a lot of callbacks to that. And I think obviously the composer for this show was also the composer for Winter Soldier, for Civil War, for the first Avenger. So obviously the tone that was set through the musical composition of it really, brought you back to that real life struggle feel. And again, there's a lot. Obviously, when it comes to Marvel, there needs to be 2, 3, 4, 5 times of rewatching to really grasp everything that they gave us. But I think that when we look at this show in singularity compared to the entire Marvel universe, there was a lot here. It was a great show. And even while feeling in the moment right now that it was a lackluster finish, I think that given maybe a week or two, couple weeks separation, and rewatching the entire thing as one sit-down binge-worthy episode, we'll get a different view. And I think that in trying to and that's why I struggle with episodic releases, because I think when you do episodic releases as opposed to how Netflix does, where they just drop the whole thing on you, you get a lot of hype and build up inside yourself with speculation. And I think that when you sit and you binge the entirety of a show, you get a different feel from it than when you watch it week to week. And I think that's kind of what happened for me with this particular show. I think that when it comes to the finale here, I was looking for something more, but had I watched it straight through in its entirety, I think that I would have gotten exactly what Marvel was trying to give us with this show. Because we know when they create this show, they don't stop week to week to make it. They do it all in its entirety. And I think that if we watch it that way, we'll get the full picture, and there won't be this sense of missing or something was left out. Like, we would get the full picture as it was intended. So again, we all have our thoughts, our feelings about it. Let us know down in the comment section below. What are your feelings? We'd love to chat it up with you all. As this is, we're getting a little bit of a hiatus here. Sid and I have been covering both of these Disney Plus shows. And there was a week in between the end of WandaVision and the start of Falcon and Winter Soldier. But we have a little more than a month and a half between now and when Loki debuts. So there's a lot of time to kind of, reevaluate this show heading into that time for us to just understand everything that was happening. I mean, from the first moment of Sam in dealing with the shield and kind of retiring it to getting to where he was to close out this show as the new Captain America, there was just a lot there. And obviously, you know, again, rewatching the show, you get a lot more depth, a lot more understanding and perspective, seeing it in its entirety. I'm a very big believer in going back and rewatching. I've been telling these guys to go back and rewatch Game of Thrones, and they still refuse to do it. But there's just so much that you can get from all of these shows, and being able to kind of rewatch and take it in its entirety, I think will give us a different feel. So definitely a very good show. You know, Marvel always brings it, so it's very difficult, other than anything that includes Brie Larson, to kind of mess it up. So I think that, you know, as we kind of close out here, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. This has been a collaborative effort tonight, or this morning, between the Laracuente Ledger Network and We SIBZ, where they bring you the best reviews on your favorite movies and TV shows. So make sure you guys subscribe to both channels, as there's a lot more coming from both.
Yeah.
When it comes to the Laracuente Ledger Network, we are branding ourselves in a different way than what you see on YouTube. This is a TV network on YouTube, and we have a lot more content coming for you guys. So make sure you keep it locked into both channels, as there's already a ton of coverage. Every single night we go live from midnight to 1 a.m. discussing the world of Major League Baseball. We got the Granny Geek Show, and of course the Basement with Zach. And you can't miss out on what's going on with We SIBZ, covering the best reviews of your favorite movies and TV shows. So make sure you keep it locked into both channels. Guys, let's close it out.
Yeah, talking about We SIBZ coverage, I'm covering Shadow and Bone tonight, all 8 episodes. That's why I was only halfway paying attention to the second half of our conversation, because I've started watching it. So far, so great. So don't forget to check out our coverage of that on We SIBZ. We SIBZ. Yeah, I don't. Chris, where
And
you?
I will
Chris
probably be talking about Mortal Kombat later, if anyone wanted to join me.
Let's do it, Zach. I'm down.
Let's go.
We should have another watch party tonight. See us tomorrow night, or I guess technically tonight. Mortal Kombat talk. Yeah, as far as what I'm doing, got some Granny Geek Show episodes coming your way. Doing an all iPad Pro workflow. I'll be using iPad as my primary computer again. Right now, I'm rocking the iPad Pro 2nd generation, and then for We SIBZ, of course, we've got Supergirl, The Flash, your favorite superhero TV shows, action shows, stuff like that. So be sure to stay tuned to both channels. I mean, we're offering so much content on YouTube, so keep it locked here. We already like the same TV shows. We already like the same tech. We already like the same sports. Well, yeah. Well, Yankees versus Red Sox. Thanks, guys.
I give honest reviews. It's not a biased take. I give honest reviews on all 30 Major League Baseball teams.
He does. It's an excellent show.
In-depth coverage. So
excellent show.
We break down everything when it comes to the world of Major League Baseball.
Yep.
Give some injury updates every night from midnight to 1 a.m. So definitely check it out if you love the world of Major League Baseball. I'm your guy. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been a very in-depth review, preview, watch party, all of the above for the finale of Falcon and Winter Soldier, brought to you by the Laracuente Ledger Network and We SIBZ in our collaborative effort. So thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure you leave your comments down below. We will be chatting it up with you guys for the next few days as we continue bringing you coverage based on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Any kind of ideas that pop up, speculation or fan theories, anything that we need to cover, we will be in on it. So make sure you keep it locked into both channels. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. This has been our coverage of the finale of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Peace. That was fun.